welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 13 of center. I really enjoyed yesterday that pearl necklace feeling as I moved my centers. So we're going to start in that place and then take it up. It felt really important to find center and move from that place. So come, rest into your child's pose and we shall begin. So have your knees as far apart as you wish and find your way to settle in, to drop in. And then draw your attention inwards towards your chest, towards your heart. And just without judgment, without expecting it to be anything other than how it is, what is the sensation in the deep of your chest? How does the breath move in this moment? There's a squish on your belly, so your diaphragm is pushed up. Just notice that in this moment. Get an imagination or a visualization or a felt sense, or just really get a sense of the center of your chest. And then feel into your belly. What's the center of your belly? So nice. My centers really respond to being seen and to be witnessed. There's a joyful inner recognition in me, like my own inner witnessing. Feels joy at the attention and the presence that I'm giving it. And then draw your attention to the center of your head, the center somewhere between your throat and the top of your head. What feels like center to you? From your collarbones to the top of your head. Today I'm feeling a much clearer sense of my throat being a center of orientation, a center of, it just feels really powerful today, my throat. Nice. And then come all the way up. And like we did yesterday, rounding your back and begin to move the three centers like a pontoon bridge. Yeah, those imaginations, those visualizations, those felt sense of me, they're really staying. Pearl necklace, pontoon bridge. A flag in the wind as I move. And are both sides even? Can you feel the left and right of your belly center? Can you feel the left and right of your heart center? Can you feel the left and right of your head center? Nice. A coordination. Travel from left to right with your pelvis and head, so you shorten one side. And stay, I've closed my eyes so that I can focus on the sensations of my three centers moving. Belly, pelvis, heart, chest, head, neck. And just feel that. Feel the connectedness, the individuation, but the connectedness. So slow it down a little bit so that you're traveling and you're really feeling. Sometimes I feel myself going into auto mode, so just slowing things down. A little bit of movement in many different places. Feeling that, sensing that. Nice. Tuck your toes under. Push back into your downward dog. Just enlivening your legs. Find your way of awakening down, arriving down into your legs. For me, always, I begin to wiggle my legs. It's like I map out the different muscles, the different bones, the different connections by wiggling them and moving them and rolling, feeling the connections up into my pelvis, up into my spine. Nice. Drop your knees down. And then walk your left, keep your knee where it is, but bring your left foot to the left. And then step your right leg long. So you end up sideways on your mat. So my left hand, left knee, and right foot are all resting on the left side of my mat. And you're going to bring your hand to your side. And then imagine you can lift the right side of your body more towards the ceiling. And actually, as I do that, I feel my head drop down, but I feel the side of my ear. It's like it inflates a little bit. And then my shoulder inflates. And then my chest and belly inflate. And down into the pelvis inflates. And I just feel like I'm like a curve, like a balloon rising and filling towards the right. Nice. Lift your right foot off the floor and let your right side fall a little bit. Drop your right foot down, lift the right side. So I'm side bending. So as I lift my foot, I lift my head. As I drop my foot, I drop my head. So how do you feel the side of your body move? And how does that relate to your centers? So it's like I'm doing a coordination, but in a really complicated way. Nice. Sweep your right arm long beside your ear, and then swing your right hand down in the direction of your right foot. Sweep your right arm long. I'm going to point into my right foot, even lift my right foot off the floor because it feels so satisfying. And then sweep down towards my right foot. Long, super long, reaching into your fingers. And then down towards your foot. Last one. Long. And down. Great. Come back to your downward dog. Pushing back. And bring both knees to the floor. Bring your right foot off your mat. And then bring your left hand to your hip. So now, right hand, right knee, left foot are all in one line on the right side of my mat. Yes, right side of my mat. And now I'm going to imagine that I'm inflating like a balloon, and the right side of my ribs, the right side of my belly, the right side of my chest is rising. And as a result, I feel even though my head is dropping, I'm filling somehow into the side of my face with intention. And I'm filling into the side of my leg with intention. And then lift your head, lift your foot. And drop your head, drop your foot. Oh, do you coordinate here? This side always is amazing for me. I don't know, it just doesn't know how to do movements. It's so amazing. So coordination, head drops down, foot drops down. Head lifts, foot lifts. Last one, head drops down, foot drops down. Head lifts, foot lifts. Super. Reach your left arm long and then sweep your left hand down towards the left foot. Long, I'm going to point into my toes as I reach. And then foot. Long. And then reach. Last one. Long. And then reach. Nice. We've been quite a long time on our knees and our hands, so come all the way up and come up to stand. Nice. And just wiggle out your fingers. Roll out into your shoulders. Have a bit of a boogie. Nice. Just feel that you're finding center. Finding the line of you down through your midline. Nice. And then if you imagine that you're able to just, like we did a moment ago, so lean your head towards the left and your feet are towards the left and your hips have traveled to the right. And then head towards the right, your feet are towards the right. So how far can you sway your torso or your pelvis? It feels like my pelvis is the center of what's happening. Nice. If we made our chest the center, so how far can I reach with my chest, which actually feels really different. So it's not, the weight is not in my pelvis. I'm pushing my chest towards the right, and then I'm pushing my chest towards the left. I don't go far, actually. The center of gravity from the chest doesn't have volume and mass to me, whereas the center of gravity from the pelvis really travels down into my feet in a different way. Just feel that. We'll start the pelvis again. Travel the pelvis from side to side. It has mass and volume, connection downwards. Travel from side to side into your feet. It's more mobile on some level, but I don't feel that same weight change into my feet. There's some, but I'm not feeling like same way. And then just travel your head from side to side. And now there's really not much connection down into my feet at all. I'm like, yeah, there's a little bit, but not all that much. So, come stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide, reach up and look up. Feel long from your feet all the way up into your fingertips. And your pelvis has moved forward towards your toes a little bit. So lean a little bit forward more into your belly so that your feet engage. Because if it's only your head or only your chest, your feet won't engage. So let's find our feet by traveling with the pelvis a little bit. Nice. Bend the elbows, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Pause there. And just feel the deep fold of you, the rounding of you, the arriving of you. Nice. Bring your hands to your shins, straighten your arms, arch your back, and lean your chest forward. We were doing this during the week. How do you open your chest, open your chin, rise with your chest? Nice. Hands to the floor, step back into your plank, all the way back, pause in your plank. Draw your navel towards your spine, draw your heart towards your spine, tuck your chin in. So I'm really rounding the back of my body and then pulling my heels down and back away from me. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Sit your bum back towards your heels. Just pause there, come up onto your fingertips. We'll just create a length through the back of the rib cage. I've also rested so that my toes are being squished. So my toes, the sole of my foot is resting on the floor with my toes. And so as a result, I'm really folding into the toes. Feels very nice. Well, it feels like it's really needed in my toes actually right now. Nice. I was saying, I did a yoga day there recently, and I was saying, yoga just feels like how many different ways can we be uncomfortable today? Push back into your downward dog. Nice. And then step your right foot forward between your two hands. So either you can swing your right foot up and step your foot forward, or drop your knee down, step your foot forward, or rise your torso up and step your foot forward. Turn the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right hand to your right knee. And then sweep the left arm across into elephant. Nice. This is the small elephant we're going to do. Now bring your left hand behind your back and sweep across into a big elephant. So now you feel like, oh yes, you could really inhabit the length of the side of your body in the big elephant here. My arm is long beside my face. My fingers are reaching, and I'm even finding space between my right hand and my right knee. That my knee is traveling forward and my arm is lengthening backwards. The left hand can be on your hip. I like it behind me, so then my elbow isn't restricting the coordination of my waist. So right now, where are your centers? Super. We're going to travel a few times into the small elephant. Left hand across. Feel your centers, head, heart, belly. And then travel into the big elephant over towards the left with your right hand. Head, heart, belly. Small elephant. Head, heart, belly. And then the big elephant. Feel the difference between, because of the way our legs are, our pelvis will rotate in a particular way, which facilitates more side bending to the right. of the right side. Come all the way down. Step back, downward dog. Yeah. Pause. Well, let's just rest into a child's pose for a moment. Pulling down, sitting your bum back. You can have your toes tucked under to stretch your toes. See what's important. Maybe you want to keep your feet flat because some people are very tight through the front of your feet. So if your feet don't rest flat on the floor, then you can work that. Or if you want to, you can have your toes standing. Wherever you are, how do you bring your heels a little bit closer together? And just feel what changes as you do that. Nice. Hands forward. Maybe push back into a downward dog. And then step the left foot forward. Swing the left foot forward, whatever way you do. Turn your right foot at a 45-degree angle, left hand, left knee. And then we're going to travel the right hand across into the small elephant towards the left with the right hand. So now I feel some connection through the belly, the heart, and the chest. But I can't really, it's like, it doesn't feel like the carpet moves in this way. Okay? Then we're going to travel in the other direction. Sweep your right hand behind you and then swing the left arm up and over your ear. And now I feel like, oh, this is the carpet direction in my body. Head, heart, belly. What are your centers doing? Can you feel them like balls or can you feel them like how do you feel them? Is it just a patch of sensation or do they have a shape? Do they inhabit more the front of your body, the back of your body, the center? When they squeeze on the right side and lengthen on the left, what do they speak of? Nice. Other side. Sweep your right hand across, small elephant, and then travel from side to side from the big elephant over towards the right to the small elephant over towards the left. And notice what happens through your centers. I'm closing my eyes. I find when I close my eyes, I find the experience of centers traveling much more clearly in my body. Nice. Cool. Turn your toes towards the front of your mat. Oh, towards the side of your mat, actually. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Hands to your hips. And just roll. So again, we're traveling with the weight of our pelvis here through the belly center, pelvis center. And feel how the experience of feet changes on the floor. And then travel in the other direction. Nice. So you can have a wall, you can have a stick. So I have a stick. And I'm going to bring the stick to my right hand. If you have a wall, then bring the wall to your right hand. So whenever I talk about stick, you can call it wall. Hi, wall. So lift the... So start with both feet on the floor and tilt your pelvis towards the wall and feel how all the weight has traveled to the right. And then tilt your pelvis away from the wall and feel how the weight has traveled to the left foot. So tilt your pelvis towards the wall and just float your light foot, the left foot, off the floor. And then tilt your pelvis away from the wall and lift your right foot, which is the right foot. So just tilt, lift, tilt, lift. Notice the lighter foot. So if you're lifting the wrong foot, you can't actually lift it. So lift the foot that you can lift. So as you lean away from a foot, that foot becomes free to lift. How high can you lift your foot? As you tilt, how high can you lift your foot? So interesting. Nice. Other side. Wall to the left. And just rock your pelvis away and towards, feeling how the weight changes into your feet. The next time you lean away from the wall, Lift the light foot, which is the left foot, and then lean towards the wall, lift the right foot, which is the right. So just lean, lift, lean, lift. And I'm at the point where I couldn't lean anymore. And then I lift and I feel something happening. How high can you lean and lift? Lean, lift, lean, lift. One more time. Lean, lift, lean, and lift. So, great. So you have many, many options of what you can do with this left foot. So we're now going to stay with our hand on the wall on the left. And you either lift your toes and so lift your heel and just bring your toes, no, come up onto your toes and turn your knee to the left towards the wall. Stay there. Or come up to rest on the side of your calf. Or reach forward, hold onto your foot and put it up into the inner thigh on the right. So don't push your toes in. It's your heel that digs into your thigh that creates the connection. And I'm pushing my thigh into my heel and my heel into my thigh. Pause. So now you're standing on only one foot. The light foot is in the air, obviously. So you must be slightly leaning towards the right with your pelvis. So just pause there. Can you lean a bit towards the left? Not really. Can you lean towards the right? Yes, you can lean more easily towards the right with your pelvis. Try it again. Left, almost impossible. And right. So pause there with your pelvis lean towards the right. Reach your arm, right arm up towards the ceiling, and maybe reach your arm over towards the wall or over towards the left. I'm going slightly over time, sorry. Pause there. Be as light as you can on the wall or your stick. And then come all the way down, other side. So bring the wall to your right hand. So you have the choice of just lifting onto your toes and draw your knee wide. Really amazing. Or bring your foot to your inner calf, inner ankle. Amazing. Or reach down, push your heel into your inner thigh. It's actually quite gnarly. Like it's not a very comfortable thing to do. For it to be stable, the pressure has to be immense. So notice, is that something you want to do or not? Try and lean your pelvis towards the right and then towards the left. So the left, I can go more. Right, there's really not much give. Left, I'm like, wow, I could hang out here. And then right, I'm like, oh God, it's very... So lean your pelvis a little bit towards the left. Find a sweet spot. And then reach your left arm up and over and lean your left hand towards the wall. Maybe it touches the wall. Maybe it's just reaching up and up and up. Stand firm into that standing leg and just feel the side bending, lengthening, opening into the belly. I like this new discovery of when the belly and pelvis center move, it travels into the legs. I know that sounds so obvious, but it's just very nice to feel it as an experience in my body. Nice. Lower your foot down, get rid of your wall, and come lie on the floor. Come all the way down. We have Poppy today. Poppy's the granny of she's the mom and the granny of everyone. She's so lovely. I think she's 14 now, Poppy. So come land on the floor, land in, and just pause. So now, what's the experience of your center? Close your eyes. Feel that. Where is your center now? Where do you rest in yourself from your collarbones to the top of your head? Where is your default resting right now? Nice. From your diaphragm to your collarbones, where do you rest? Is it more left or right, forward or back? Where is it that you pause or rest or settle into yourself? Nice. And then from your diaphragm to your pubic bone, where do you center yourself? Can you feel the breath lifting and dropping that center? And then multitask. See if you can feel your head center, your heart center, your belly center. For me, they're not in a straight line. When I feel the three centers and then draw a line between them, I'm like, wow, it's very crooked, my line. But that's okay. It's just really interesting. So just stay there and know that you're allowed to be exactly as you are. Okay? That we're not judging you or me, and we're not trying to tidy ourselves up or fix something into a proper alignment. No. We're just becoming aware and connecting and coming into relationship to what actually is in our body, how we are. And that's such a vast territory. Like it's mind-boggling, literally, the layers of perception and connection that we can drop into. So have a wonderful day. Nada from France was saying that she's finding that she's standing differently because of the connection to our heart center during the day. I have to say there's something moving in me during the day as I travel through my day that's very nice because of center. So I'll see you tomorrow. Sunday yum. How lovely. And great. Ciao.